On this episode, I break down the difference between the core and abs. What's going on, everyone, and welcome to episode 101 of the Foundation First Fitness Show with Bob Owen. Today, we will be discussing core. Now, I think to start this off, one of the things we really have to keep in mind is that over the past year, the sheer volume of online courses, online training solutions, online, transformation programs, 6-week, 10-week, 12-week, whatever transformation systems, training plans existed, has literally probably quadrupled, if not more, in this past 6 to 8 months, because people have just realized that, we just need to shift online to be able to survive, especially in the fitness industry. Now, having said that, there is an extremely large volume of content that's being put out that I think needs to be framed in a little bit of a different manner, especially towards athletes. Now, what I mean by athletes, everyone knows if you're taking part in some kind of athletic endeavor, you're running, you're biking, you're playing soccer or whatever you're playing right now. I know it's very rare for teams. Some of you may be in different areas of the world where team sports is actually going on. Where I'm located, team sports are not, especially not for adult. Team sports are definitely not, unless it is professional. But having said that, the single individual sports, running, cycling, soccer, I meant to say swimming, is still kind of going on. It's still kind of very prominent. People are still doing it. And a lot of individuals like to train like athletes. And sometimes they kind of look for those athletic workouts, those routines that athletes are doing, and it is pretty good. It is very much something I would recommend for many individuals because it simply just kind of encompasses a lot of the abilities that you'll need to be able to just kind of get through your normal day without running into issues. And it also helps you become a better performer. It's going to help you feel better, improve your posture. The list goes on and on. But when it comes down to core, the biggest thing I notice is that a lot of individuals get this area mixed up. They get this area confused. And one of the areas they get it confused is the difference between core and abs. If someone says, give me a core workout versus give me an ab workout. Abdominal workouts are basically exercises that are literally targeted at your abdominals and nothing else. The focus is going to be on your abdominals and nothing else. Crunches, sit-ups, these little side crunches that people are doing. These things are really designed for increasing the thickness and almost probably the look and the shape of your abdominal muscles. Now, does that mean that's the way to get abs? No, and I'm going to talk about that right now. Everyone knows that, not everyone knows, but you should know and you should understand that just training your abs and doing crunches all day will not give you a six-pack. All of these infomercials about these wheels, these rolling wheels, these ab wheels that are going to give you this or this shock treatment or whatever it is, this apparatus that's going to make you do crunches, and you see this guy who's chisel. I guarantee you that guy who's literally built like a brick house is not, see how I dissect that little S word? You're not going to get that result. Okay. I'm sorry. You're not. These tools are gimmicks, toys that people generally collect and over the years and collects dust as those years go on. They're not really going to help you get any stronger. They're not going to help you get ripped like you see on those commercials. So doing that for the sake of it, thinking that that's the only way to get it is not true. Diet, not just dieting for that short period of time, but changing your diet and eating healthy and being mindful of what you eat is really where you're going to start seeing that weight loss and that definition kind of come through. Now, if you're looking at doing abdominal workouts, crunches and all those exercises, the area you're going to go. However, I don't think that crunches are a great exercise to do for your low back. I think it puts your low back at risk. I think especially for younger individuals who already have relatively poor posture, who probably don't move well from the hip, this is just allowing that to happen more. This is just increasing the strength and the likelihood of you using the wrong muscles to generate movement, which is not something I would recommend for anybody to do. So that brings us to the other side of the coin, core training. Core training is essentially what you do to really understand how to stabilize the core so that your body can function around it. It's what allows athletes to generate that power. It's what allows us to, like a baseball player, to swing the bat, and really lead with that leading leg, that forward leg, plant the foot, get that hip to rotate, allow that energy to really transfer through the body and up to the upper body so you can connect with that bat. That really is being connected and kind of transmitted and transduced through the core. So when you're looking at core exercises, the way I usually do this, and this is my opinion, the way I usually do it, and what I've seen work for me over the years, is get the individual and you yourself at home who's listening to this, is start by understanding the basics of core strength and understanding how to stabilize the core without moving anything, and then learn to move the limbs. So move your legs, move your arms while maintaining a stable core. I think that's the way to do it. And the reason I say that is if, many people talk about thinking outside the box. Well, you have to learn to play inside the box before you can think to play outside of it. It's just how it goes. If you don't set boundaries and set parameters, it's very hard for your body to understand how to move any other way, especially when it was never taught that. Or especially when it was taught to function completely in another way. We talk about someone who develops a bad habit over the years, which most people do. Our lives over the last, for me, the last 32 years, that was painful to say. Over the last 32 years, you spend most of your time seated in a chair, you're sitting in class, you spend seated watching TV, playing games, you drive in a car, you spend a lot of time in traffic, going from work to home to work. The amount of stress and the amount of restriction that your body is exposed to is quite high. Now, to avoid that from happening, usually you have to really understand how to go in the other direction. And go in the other direction is by literally kind of taking this almost wild horse and kind of confining it to a small area and getting it to understand how to play within that small area, and that basically teaching it that that's where it needs to play from now on, and then gradually allowing it more freedom to be able to move. There is a different take on it now. There is a different take where, you basically go back into very primal and primitive movements, crawling, moving around, rolling on the ground, trying to find as many different ways as you can, rolling, tumbling. All these different things are great ways to really train the core to understand how to control your body and the other areas around it, meaning your feet, your ankles, your hands, your shoulders, the pelvis, the hips, getting the body to really understand how to move and kind of, create some freedom. Those are great tools. This is another tool. This is another way of another approach, another ideology. Is one better than the other? No, it's just how people go about doing things. It's the philosophy, it's the angle that they're seeing it. It's like the religion. They're all coming to the same end result. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to come to the same end result, is get you guys as athletes and active individuals to move better. That's the point of this. Now, if you can focus on that, and if you can kind of come together with that and really think about that and focus on that, I promise the results are going to come. Now, if you're thinking, okay, that's great news, where do I go to get all this information? Well, luckily for you, I'm currently building, which should be done in the next week or so, actually probably 2 weeks. Let's put a date on it. Today is, I'm recording this on the 3rd of February. That's the 3rd of February. Yeah, 3rd of February. Let's say by the 15th. Let's say release date the 15th. I don't know what day that is, but on the 15th, this is being released. Not this episode, but my core system. I've developed a 12-week core system. I've spoken about it in previous episodes. This is where I'm really going to put the years that I have of understanding the core and training the core and getting athletes to really control their core. I'm putting it all out there, packaging it nice and neat. It's a 12-week system. Everything's laid out there for you. It's basically follow along workouts, and it's going to come with an extra sheet as well. So you don't really have to sit there and watch the clip every single day and listen to me yammer for 15 to 20 minutes. You literally just grab your sheet, do your workout, which is going to be a lot faster because you cut out a lot of that empty time in between. And you can also mess around with the rest if you need more, especially at the beginning or at the beginning of the week. It's a great tool. It's going to be available on our website, owenperformance.com. Link is going to be down in the bottom. The second this becomes available, it's going to be linked in the bottom. If you're interested in knowing when this thing gets released, just shoot us an email. Let us know. If this is YouTube, comment on the bottom, and I'll give you the information when it becomes available on where to go to sign up for this. I'm telling you guys, it's sign up one-time fee, and you hang on this for the rest of your life. What's great about it is that we're really trying to work on getting some kind of like weekly core challenges for the people that are signed up for it, so that you can always like take that and then go and kind of like build on that with the other exercises we're going to be adding to it. And as we get more creative with exercises, we throw that in there. And it's not saying that we're just all about core, but it's just the fundamental. It's a huge component. There are a little other areas there too. Do a little bit of lower body stuff, a little bit of upper body stuff. It's very minor. But it's a great way for anybody who's an athlete, even if you're dealing with, I guess like postural problems, or you're like, man, my shoulders are always aching, my low back's always bugging me, when I run or whatever. This is a great opportunity for you. This is a great opportunity for an athlete to really get in there. And even if you only do half of it, you're like, this is really all I need, and I feel great after doing this, and that's how it is. It's designed for 12 weeks. It's to take you from not really understanding it at all, not having a good grasp on it, to, like what my NHL players are doing during their workouts. It's a very huge process. It's 12 weeks, it's 3 months, so it's quite a long time, but it's a great way for you to really get an idea of what you should do. Now, if you guys are interested in that, again, email us, leave it in the comments down below, reach out to us. If not, it's going to be posted on the website, on our content portion of the website, unless that changes. Now, I hope you guys are having a great start of I know I like start, but I know it's been a month since it started, but a great start to your year. I know things are still kind of on lockdown, still pretty chaotic around the world, but hopefully things are going to change. I hope you guys are having a great day. I know you're probably not on your way to work, but you're at home. Hopefully just about to start your work day. Hope you guys have a great day. And until that next time, guys, keep building that foundation. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Thanks. Bye.